So welcome back.
Mm.
Today's session is about the remaining what is this controls in vov8 means in sales document type controls.
Yes.
Okay. So let me go through the transaction vov8. So far we have covered the controls till here, right? Till the commitment date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So now we are going
Mm.
to deal about the remaining controls here. If we go through the transaction flow here, next control here,
Mm.
which is nothing but the screen sequence group.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
For the standard order MOR, we can see
Mm.
the screen sequence group as
Mm.
AU. Okay.
Mm.
If we use the screen sequence group as AU, then while we are
Mm.
creating the sales document here, let me create a sales document. See, here we can see this is the screen, right? While we open that means
Mm.
while we go through the transaction, we can see this
Mm.
screen. Here we can find sales, item overview, item details, ordering party, procurement, shipping, and reason for rejection.
Mm.
Okay, so which
Mm.
screen has to be appear here? That's what will be controlled by this field. For example, let me change it
Mm.
to this one, and let us create one more order here.
Mm.
See, have you find the difference here? Here you can able to
It got
see sales,
shipping.
yeah, item
Mm.
overview, item details, ordering party, and a reason for rejection. But
Mm.
we cannot find the shipping as well as procurement tab here.
Yeah.
So I think you are clear with the use of this field.
Mm. What would be the benefit if we don't get the shipping and procurement?
Yeah, actually here
Mm.
we will do means we will configure the SAP to the client based on their
Mm.
requirement.
Mm.
Okay, here
Okay.
the shipping field is not mandatory. The shipping field is not necessary for value
Mm.
contracts.
Mm.
Okay, so if you are creating one document type for contracts, then
Mm.
you should not maintain the shipping here. But if it is the standard order, you should maintain. That's why only you are using AU here.
Okay.
Okay, because this is the
Mm.
standard order. And
Mm.
if it is inquiry, then it will be different. And if it is quotation, then it will be different. So these are all nothing but the standards. And if you
Mm.
get a requirement from the business to create means
Mm.
to create a new document type with their own
Mm.
requirement, then you
Mm.
have to create, right? So before
Okay.
you are going to create, you should know what exactly the control and where we are having the
Mm.
controls.
Mm.
So if you are clear with them, then only you can create the needful means you can create the necessary one, whatever the business requires. That's why
Mm.
only that's why only we are dealing with the controls here.
Okay.
So let me go through the next one. Here the next one is display range.
Display range. Mm.
This field controls whether to display all the items or only main item while
Mm.
determining bomb items into the sales rack.
Mm.
Okay, so
Okay.
let me create one sales order, then I can show you there.
Mm.
So if we go through the transaction VA01
Mm.
and I'm our customer here, and let me give our material. What is our material?
Material $650.
See here what it is asking value, target
Mm.
value and assortment mode.
As a assortment module.
Why it's asking like this? Because we have changed the
Mm.
screen sequence group there.
Okay.
right? So let me,
Mm.
yeah, let me save it now and let me create the order again. So for the
Mm.
sales order, it has to ask items, right?
Yeah.
See, now it is asking item, material, all these things.
Mm.
I think you got it.
Yeah.
Then the material here is $6. So let me continue. Sorry, here our material is m underscore computer. Sorry. So
Mm.
if you type m underscore computer,
Mm.
okay, you are purchasing the computer.
Mm.
Then the components are coming here, right?
Mm.
Monitor, keyboard, and mouse. These three are nothing but the components here. So
Okay.
these three materials are also displaying here,
Mm.
right? So if the
Mm.
business would like to display only the computer, not these what are this
Monitor and
components,
keyboard. Mm.
then we have to control that. So
Mm.
I will let you know where exactly we have that control.
Okay.
See here in the display range, we have
Mm.
the field value as you all.
Mm.
Okay. So
Mm.
if it is UHAU,
Mm.
okay, then
Okay.
if we are creating the sales order,
Mm.
we can get only the main material, but we cannot get the
Mm.
components there.
Mm. Mm.
See here, are we getting the components also here?
No,
Because,
you're not okay.
yeah, because we have given the control here.
Okay.
And let me give this one. Let us see
Mm.
what will happen here. Let me create one more order.
Mm.
Our material is m underscore computer, right?
Mm.
So here the components are getting
Getting.
displayed.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
So this is what is the control here in display range, means how the material has to be displayed there.
Mm.
Then the next one here is incomplete procedure. Okay.
Mm.
So
Mm.
let me tell you what exactly this one is. If we go here, we give the customer,
Mm.
okay, and if we give
Mm.
the material here,
Mm.
okay, see, let
Mm.
me go through incompletion log. What it is showing, the gross weight, order quantity, and net weight.
Order quantity. Wait.
So if we don't fill these details, then the order will not become complete.
Mm.
Okay, so the
Okay.
control for here, the control for this one is there in the sales
Mm.
document controls,
Mm.
because here we have assigned the
Mm.
incompletion procedure as 10,
Mm.
right? So
Okay.
let me
Mm.
get it. So here the incompletion procedure is, sorry, 11.
Mm.
So let me tell you how can we create new incompletion procedures. Let me go through the transaction SPRO, and here let us go through sales and distribution,
Mm.
then basic functions.
Mm.
Here if we go here, then here we can see log of incomplete items, right?
Mm.
here we can see define incompleteness procedure. So we have
Incompleteness
to click on
procedure.
this
Okay.
one.
Mm,
Yeah, we are doing it the first time, it is asking, yeah, it is taking some time. So see here, here we can find some groups: sales header,
mm,
sales item, sales
sales
scheduling,
schedule.
partner,
Mm,
and sales activity, delivery header,
mm,
and delivery item, right?
mm,
So if you
okay.
would like to create one incompletion procedure for sales header,
Mm,
then you have to click this one and you have to go through the fields here.
mm,
Okay, then let us
okay.
see if the document date is missing, the same way document
Mm,
currency is missing, and
mm,
if Incoterms are missing, and if pricing date
mm,
is missing, then terms of payment is missing, then the system
mm,
will throw us one error that the document is incomplete.
mhm,
Okay, so if you would like to define new one, you can define the new one here. See, here you have to go through the new entries,
mm,
and what is this, our procedure is M1.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
you have to double click on this one and you have to select this one
mm,
and you have to go through this one. Then you have to give
mm,
the table name
mm,
VBAK.
mm,
Okay, the field name.
mm,
Okay, and
mm,
let us say, okay, and what we can do here is we can create the
mm,
incompletion procedures or incompletion groups.
mm,
Okay, then
mm,
we have to go through the assign incompletion procedure here.
mm,
Then you have to click on assign procedure to the sales document type. Okay, then
okay.
here we have the option to assign the procedure. See, for the sales document type war, the standard one, the
Mm,
procedure 11 got assigned,
mm,
and for MOR also the 11 got assigned because we have copied it from the standard one.
mm,
So if we want, we can assign our procedure here,
mm,
nothing but the M1.
okay.
Okay, so this is about
Mm,
incompletion procedure.
I see.
Then the next one here is
Uh,
F code for
Advanced
overview
code.
screen.
Of course. Mm,
Okay,
mm,
F code means function code. This field controls which screen should be displayed by default.
mm,
Okay, while you are creating the
okay.
sales document. For example, here see, it is
Mm,
UER1, right?
mm,
And let me change it to this one.
mm,
Okay, and let me create one sales document.
mm.
So what is the default screen came here? Ordering party. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see. Ordering party.
But previously we used to
Mm,
get sales as the default screen.
mhm.
Let me create again. See, if you go through VH01, then where it's going now? Ordering
Mm,
party.
order book.
But, but here, if you
Mm,
change it to this one,
mm.
then what will be the screen you can get here?
Ordering party.
No, you will get the sales because we have changed the entry there.
Sales. Mm, okay.
Okay, so this is the use
Mm,
of that field.
okay.
Then the next one is transaction group.
Translation.
Okay,
Mm, Mm.
This field controls the T code of the sales document type. Okay,
T code of the sales rep.
sales document
Mm.
type. So here, let
Mm.
me, yeah. If we are going through VA11, the transaction VA11, what you can create there? What is the use of the transaction VA11?
Inquiry.
Yes, to create the inquiry, right?
Mm. Mm.
So where is the control for that? So if you go here,
Mm.
and if you give the value here as IN, see here the transaction group is 1,
Mm.
and
Mm.
if we change it to 0,
Mm.
okay, so if
Okay.
we go through the transaction VA01,
Mm.
can we create
Okay.
the inquiry here?
No.
No, but let us see the magic here. Now you can create, right?
Okay.
Because here we have given the
Mm.
transaction group as 0. Okay,
Okay. Mm.
so now I have changed the value here. Now
Mm.
let me see now
Mm.
what it is showing.
Okay.
Sales document type IN with the transaction VA11.
Mm.
Okay,
Okay.
so let me go here. So VA01
Mm.
and VA11
Yeah. Mm.
and VA21.
20. Mm.
So here the transaction group controls the transaction group taking into the consideration of this one. What is this?
Mm.
This one, the third one. Okay.
Okay. Mm.
So if it is VA01 or VA11 or VA21, whatever. So the third one will be taken into the consideration for
Mm.
transaction group for T code.
Mm.
So I think you are clear with it.
Yeah, clear.
So what is the next one here?
Uh, Outline.
Quotation messages.
Yes. Quotation message.
Okay. So before that, let us
Mm.
see the document pricing procedure.
Mm.
So document pricing procedure. This field is one of the parameters to determine the pricing procedure into the sales document. That's what already we have discussed, right?
Mm.
So let me tell you
Mm.
how can we determine the pricing procedure. If we go through the transaction OVKK,
Mm.
here we are giving some values, right? The sales order type and
Mm.
sorry, sales organization, distribution channel, and division.
Exactly. Mm.
So in the same way, we are giving document pricing procedure and customer pricing procedure.
Mm.
So where we are maintaining the customer pricing procedure in the customer master,
Customers. Mm.
and where we are maintaining the document pricing procedure in the document type controls.
Documented control.
Okay, so here we are dealing with the sales document type controls, right? So here
Mm.
we can maintain the document pricing procedure.
Mm.
Okay, so let me go through that. Let me create one order.
Mm.
Oh, sorry. Here it is. So I'm using MOR.
Mm.
So here it is 650 our material. Then make it see. what is the pricing procedure we are getting here?
Pricing process.
What is the pricing procedure we are getting here? Let
Yeah.
me, yeah, B C this one, sorry, M1 double zero double zero.
Double
This is the
double.
pricing procedure
Mm,
we are getting.
mm,
Okay, and
mm,
we are getting this pricing procedure based on the configuration which we have done in vov8. Nothing but
mm,
sales organization M100, distribution
mm,
channel M1, and division M1,
mm,
as well as the document pricing procedure A and customer pricing procedure
mm,
1. Okay,
mm,
see, let me show you that where exactly we
mm,
have that one. See this one. So here the document pricing procedure is A, right?
okay.
So now what I am going to do is I'm just going to change the
Mm,
document pricing procedure there in the control.
mm,
So here let me change the document pricing procedure to B. Okay. Oh, sorry.
okay.
It is inquiry, right? Let me change it to our MOR.
Mm,
Let me change it to.
mm,
So here
mm,
let me go here. Let me go the customer.
uh,
See what it is showing us
mm.
now. No pricing
No
procedure
pricing
could be
procedure.
determined because no pricing procedure is coming here.
Mm,
So in the transaction OVKK, we did not
mm,
define any pricing procedure with the combination of M100, M1, M1 and document pricing procedure B, customer pricing procedure 1.
mm,
Right? So we have defined it
yeah.
only for A. So
Mm,
if you want, you can create the new entries there.
new entries. Okay.
Okay. So I think
Mm,
you are clear, and let me create the new entry. M100,
mm,
M1, M1. This is B and this is A. And
mm,
this is our procedure. So I'm going to anyhow.
okay. Mm, mm,
So let me create the error again. Now it will not show us that error. See,
mm,
is it showing now?
no.
No, right?
Mm,
So with the new combination, the pricing procedure is getting determined. Previously it was
mm,
M1 double zero double zero.
mm,
See this one, right? M1 double zero double zero. And if you
double zero.
change,
Mm,
let me go here, here, and with our combination, M1
mm,
to M1 and this one. See, for this one, let me give a new
mm,
procedure here. Let me change the procedure here.
mm, mm,
So if we go through the creation mode of the sales document,
mm, mm,
here we can get our new procedure.
mm,
See, let me go inside this one and let me go through the analysis. See, what is the procedure we are getting here? VKP double
PKP.
zero one.
Double.
Okay,
Mm,
so here the pricing procedure is getting determined based on the configuration which you have done there.
mm,
So let
mm,
me change it to the standard, means let me change it to our procedure, because here the base price is PB double zero, but we have maintained a price for
Mm.
PR00, right?
Yeah, double zero.
So that's why only let me change it to our procedure.
Mm.
I think you are clear, right? Where is the control?
Not clear. Mm.
So let me go to the next control here. I think we are, yeah, it's open here. Yeah. What is the next control here?
Quotation
Status
message.
profile. Yeah, we will discuss
Yeah.
them later. Here is
Mm.
status profile.
Mm.
Status profile means it is an order release process.
Mm.
After creating the sales order by the end users,
Mm.
order will be sent to the authorized persons to cross check and
Mm.
to release.
Mm.
Then the authorized one has to cross check that one, and if
Mm.
they find everything is fine,
Mm.
then they will release it.
Mhm.
Okay. So after
Okay.
releasing, the system will allow to create the further process, means delivery and PGA and invoice like that.
Mm.
So status profile here is nothing but it is an order
Mm.
releasing process.
Mm.
Okay. So the status
Mm.
profile will be created and which will be assigned here. See,
Mm.
if we see here, see there are some of the status profiles assigned here.
Mm.
So if we assign this procedure, then whenever the end users are creating order, it
Mm.
will automatically trigger to the means concerned person, authorized person through mail
Okay.
or whatever it may be,
Mm.
whatever the configuration which I have done. So
Mm.
then they will check that one, then they will release it.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So here the next field is,
All sales document type 1.
yeah, alternative sales document type 1 and alternative sales document type 2.
2.
Okay.
Mm.
This will help to shift the sales documents from one document type to another.
Mm.
So what exactly it means? It means if we are confused, means if the end users are confusing between any two
Mm.
document types, okay,
Mm.
then we will use this
Mm.
one. For example, we have two document
Mm.
types, OR and RO. OR is for standard order and RO is for
Mm.
rush order,
Short. Mm.
right? So if the
Okay.
users by mistakenly create the standard order OR,
Mm.
then by using alternative sales document type 1 and 2, we
Mm.
can shift the sales document from OR to RO.
Mm.
Okay. So
Okay.
let me create this one. Let me copy this one. Okay.
Mm.
And here MRO,
Mm.
rush order.
Okay.
So I'm just pressing. So now I'm just going to save it. Okay.
Mm.
So let me give our alternative sales document type here is,
Mm. RO.
yeah, let me go through MOR. Okay.
Mm.
And here it is MRO.
Mm.
Okay. So let me create one order. Hello, and let me give the material here.
mm,
Okay,
mm,
see here by default we actually by default we are creating the standard order.
mm,
Okay, but
mm,
after creation of the standard order,
mm,
after entering all the items, here we are just entering one item.
mm,
But in real time, the end users may enter more than 1000 records also, more than 1000 items also.
mm,
And if they find that instead of standard order, they have created rush order, or instead of rush order, they
mm,
have created the standard order.
mm,
So what they have to do? They have to create the rush order again. So it will waste the time of the end users.
mm,
So at that time, what we can do is we just can click here. See, here the standard order is there, right? And here rush
mm,
order. So we can
mm,
click on rush order and we can save.
mm, okay.
Okay. So now the
Mm,
order will become rush order here.
mm,
See, this is the document got saved, right?
yeah.
Three triple zero triple
Mm,
zero double zero eight.
mm,
So let me check what is the order type for this.
mm,
Let me go to the VBA key table
mm.
and what is the number here? Three triple zero
Three double zero
triple
triple
zero
zero
double
double
zero
zero
eight.
8. Mm,
It should be MRO. See, the
mm,
sales document type is MRO,
mm,
right?
okay.
So we can change there. Of course, we can change after creation of the sales order also.
Mm,
Okay. So here we have created, right?
mm,
And after creation of the sales order also we can save it. Let me tell
mm,
you that. So let me save this one. See, we have created already, right? Then we can click on this one and we can change it. Okay.
mm,
But here the criteria is
mm,
if you want to shift the sales documents in change
mm,
mode,
mm.
then the number ranges should be same for all the document types.
But ranges should be same.
Same. Then the system will
Mm,
not allow us to create. If the number ranges differ, then the system will not allow us to change the document type.
okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Here next one is variant.
mm,
Okay. It
mm,
will help to control the fields in sales document. That is whether to make the fields mandatory or
mm,
display or optional or suppress. So whatever it may be. We have
mm.
seen the same thing for the account groups, right?
In general data.
Yeah, we can
Mm,
make the changes for general data, company code data, and in the same
mm,
way, sales area data. In the
mm,
transaction, OVT0.
mm,
That's for customer master.
mm,
And for the sales document types, we have the control here in variant. And here the transaction is
mm.
SHD0. SHD0.
SHD0. Mm,
See, here the transaction is VA01
mm,
and let me go through the transaction variant here.
mm,
Okay, let me go through this one. See here, if we check this one, if we click on this one, then we can come to know what exactly the fields are there. Okay, and
Okay.
to which we have given the control as if it is invisible, or if it is required, or if it is output only.
Mm,
So we can have all the controls here.
mm,
Okay, it is a big topic actually.
okay.
In real time, mostly it will not be used all the time, it will be used only once. That is nothing but when
Mm,
you are creating, means when you are implementing SAP, at that
mm,
time only we will go through this one.
mm,
Actually it's a big topic,
mm,
and I can cover this topic in the upcoming sessions.
mm,
Okay, I can take a whole class for this one, and I can tell you this.
mm,
And see here, if it is the sales group, then what we have to,
mm,
we can control the sales group here. If it is
mm,
invisible, or we have to make it as output only, or if it is the
mm,
required field. So if we
mm,
make required, then if the sales group is not there, then the system will
mm,
not allow us to create the document.
mm,
See, these are all the
mm,
fields
okay.
we can see there in the variable. So
Mm,
you can check them once. It's unlike customer master, because here we can find many fields.
mm,
Okay, so you can see them once, and you can check them, and you can let me know if you have any query in this regard.
mm,
Okay,
okay, Sunil.
and if you want, I can cover all the topic in, means I can cover all the controls in one session.
Okay.
Okay then, so let us go to the next field. That is nothing but quotation messages.
Mm, question messages.
Okay, if
Mm,
we maintain this,
mm,
then while creating the order, system checks any open quotations exist or not for the customer.
mm.
If the
From
open
the customer.
quotations are there, then system
Mm,
will propose them. For
mm,
example,
mm,
let it be, so let me create one quotation.
mm,
Quotation type is QT.
okay.
So what it is showing, okay, go through VAZ. Let me go to new entries here.
Mm,
It is M1, M1 and QT.
mm,
So let me go to V8, A1. See, I'm going to create one quotation for this customer. Okay, so let me give the
mm,
quotation $650, and the quantity is 1.
mm,
And this is quotation, okay, QTY, whatever it may be. And the quotation is valid from, yeah, valid from 2 to 14. So let me check
mm,
once if the quotation got complete or not. Yeah, the document is complete here. So let me save it now.
uh,
And let me create the sales order. This is the customer, right?
yeah.
So $650. Here, did the system
Mm,
or this given us the message that the quotations are existing to the customer? No,
yeah,
it
not
hasn't
yet.
given any
Mm, mm,
information like that, right?
mm,
Because we haven't checked that here in the controls.
mm,
So let me go to the controls again, and let me give the quotation messages.
mm,
For example, B or A. check at header level.
Yeah.
So now it will check at header level. Combination not allowed. Sorry, you have to give it B here. So let me create the order again. Give the customer and let me give the material here. Now what the system is showing us, open quotation for the item. Okay, for this
Okay.
material $650 there are some open quotations. So you can check them once. See, if you click on list, then you can find how many quotations are there. Just now we have created one quotation, right? This one.
Yeah.
So you can click on this one and you can copy. So the quotation, material, quantity, everything will get copy here.
Copied.
Okay. So this field controls if there are any open quotations exist or not. And the next one here is,
Outline agreement message.
yes, outline agreement messages. If we maintain this, then while creating the sales order, system checks for this customer, is there any outline, means is there any open, what is this, contracts or not.
Okay.
Okay. If yes, if the contracts are there, then the system will propose that list. So like the quotation messages which we have done now. Okay. Now the next one here is
Message not saved.
incomplete messages. Okay. So
Mm.
this field controls whether to save the incomplete documents or not.
Incomplete documents.
Yeah, incomplete documents means previously already we have seen, right? If we give some procedure, incompletion procedure, and if the value is not means if the value is missing in the document, then it will become incomplete.
Yeah.
So how the system has to respond if the document is incomplete, if it has to get saved or if the document has to reject, that's what will be controlled by this field. Yeah. So we just have to check or we can uncheck, that's only, nothing else we can do it. Okay.
Okay.
If you check this, then system will not allow to save the incomplete document. Let me check this one. Okay, and let me create
Okay.
another. I'm just going through vh01. So here I'm just giving the customer number and the material. Okay. See, if we see here in the incompletion log, the document got complete, but let me remove that order quantity. Now let me see. The document is incomplete, right? Because we have to enter these values also.
Okay.
But I don't enter and I just would like to save it now. What the system is showing, process incompletion
Process.
log before saving.
Saving.
Okay. So it's not allowing us to save because we have given the incompletion messages here. We have checked this one. And if we uncheck this one, then let me save. Let me go through the same transaction again and let me get the order. Here the material is this one. Okay. So I haven't given the quantity here. So if we go through incompletion log, we can see the same incompletion log here. See, now the system is allowing us to save, right? The document is incomplete. Would you like to save? Yes, I would like to save. So we can save the document. See, the document got saved here. So here that is the control. Here the control is there in the sales document. So I think you are clear with this session, right?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Okay. And if you have any query, then you can post them in the comment section.
Okay. Mm.
Yeah. Okay then. Thank you.
Okay, sir.